Seen it at that stage.
As Jimmy's winning matches approached 500,000 hits on YouTube, the expectation of the Donegal fans and the pressure on the team grew alongside it.
Jimmy's winning matches, Jimmy's winning games.
The 2012 All-Ireland semi-final would be, if anything, the grudge match of the season. At Croke Park in 2009, Cork had decimated John Joe Doherty's Donegal squad. Jim McGuinness had resolved that history would not repeat itself.
This is a battle of styles. Cork against Donegal.
In some respects, the semi-final between Donegal and Cork was the All-Ireland final because many people felt they were very much the two best teams. Only 3 years earlier, Cork had hammered them.
A lot of the media had felt that maybe this was one game too far for Donegal. Those thoughts were constantly being put into your head by the journalists.
Cork have appeared in 7 of the last 8 semi-finals. They won in 07, 09 and 2010. This is Donegal's second semi-final in a row.
It was the biggest Donegal support that you ever played in front of. Just when you looked up, it was just all green and gold. You didn't see much red about it at all.
There is a wonderful atmosphere here in Croke Park. This is it, a test of skill, passion, tactical awareness and the will to get into that All-Ireland football final.
The outstanding thing for me of that game, the standing memory, was Neil Gallagher's performance.
Oh, great catch by Neil Gallagher. Lays it off to Carl Lacey. Lacey heading towards the 20. He's steadying himself.
It's a real ding-dong battle. Cork are really showing what a quality team they were. They're kicking some fantastic scores.
Over the bar, good score.
I think we might have got 2 late scores at the end of that half to one point up.
As up top, and look at that.
And at half-time, Jim was quite angry with us, and he said, "Listen, we need to get back to what we were doing in previous rounds." So a lot of people commented that Donegal come strong in sort of the first period of the second half.
Michael Murphy stepping aside from the challenge mark by Q, gives it back to McFadden. Oh, it's a thing of beauty.
Frank McGlynn up the left wing, and I think he checked back onto his left foot and he kicked it and went over the bar, and I thought, Frank scored with his left foot today. It's definitely going to be our day.
It's 10 points to 7.
I felt that the game was being played on Donegal's terms. That was their real strong point all the year. They forced teams to play on their terms.
No, in fairness, Donegal, they really stepped up a notch, and it was probably something we weren't used to all year. We actually probably got frustrated in the second half and we started doing things that we usually wouldn't do.
Kieran Sheehan having a go from way out. Not a great ball for Colm O'Neill, but he gathers it. He's inside. He's there. He's almost there. Comes back up the crossbar. Hot break for the Cork team.
Same as the Kerry match, we got a 6-point lead. Looked as if we'd done enough, and then all of a sudden there's a goal, and then it's hearts in the mouth stuff again.
Colm O'Neill is inside. He scored a goal. The full-time whistle is blown. Donegal are in the All-Ireland final for the first time in 20 years, for the second time in their history.
He walked onto the pitch and he raised his hand, and it was almost messianic. It was like a Black Power salute, and the place went crazy.
You were just crying. There were shivers in your back as a Donegal person. That was as good as a final, and they'll never forget that day.
This was samba time in Donegal. The song was out. All this was going on, and somehow he managed to keep the players' emotions calm, to keep himself calm, to keep sticking to the same routine that they'd always done.
On the eve of the All-Ireland clash with Mayo, as every football fan worth their salt took to the streets of Donegal, the team was back at camp, rehearsing for the performance of a lifetime.
It's just fantastic. I can't begin to tell you what it's like at home in Donegal at the minute. I would imagine if we're lucky enough to bring Sam home tomorrow, Donegal is shut down for at least a month.
Come on, Donegal! We're going to get Mayo with a boot!
I suppose there's a lot of links also between Mayo and Donegal, with people working in opposite counties and things like that.
Listen up for Kerry Pat, so stick her up here!
Mayo, you'll never beat us!
Every morning I woke up, I seen the cup in the front of the bus, and it was a vision that was clear in my mind. I wanted it to come true. For me, the best moment would be leaving Dublin with the cup at the front of the bus and taking it home to the people of Donegal.
At 3:15 on the afternoon of September 23rd, 2012, destiny beckoned as the greatest chapter in Donegal's footballing history finally began. A testament to the vision of their manager and 22 months of commitment and hard graft by the players, the script had already been written. Focused as never before, the team that Jim McGuinness had forged in less than 2 years was synchronised, single-minded and seemingly unstoppable.
The noise is deafening. Controlled here by Carol Lacey.
If you give a ball like that to the man-child, there's only going to be one result.
Beautifully in there to Murphy. Great shot, great goal! It's another one, and it's Colin McFadden this time with a goal after 11 minutes.
But the game was far from over. After a brilliant opening act by the Ulster champions, Mayo would surge back.
And that's exactly what the game has required. Michael Conroy is working across that line from right to left, and he's keeping Neil McGee on his toes, and he's getting in timely shots like that, and he's put it over the bar. And it's a very good point by Michael Conroy. Last few seconds then of this first half of the All-Ireland football final. Recycled once again, back it comes here towards Enda Barley, kicking under pressure and putting over the bar. And it's half-time in the All-Ireland football final 2012.
There's fear there that we're going to get beat, and something like what happened against us Dublin last year was going to repeat again.
And from a position where we were 7 points up and back to 3, it was kind of hard to take, and it was probably the one time over the course of the 2 years I've been involved that it was very cross at half time.
Jim rarely gets cross now, but when he does, like, it's an intimidating scene.
The possibilities are there for either team to go and win it.
This one high up into the air and between the posts and over the bar. Advancing, hitting with some difficulty. It's up into the air. Oh, lands on the netting and goes over the bar. Back it comes here once again to Rory Kavanagh. Dangerous ball in. Could have gone anywhere. It's gone over the bar.
Donegal were now minutes away from winning their first All-Ireland title in 20 years. And both teams knew it.
Space on the left-hand side. Frank McGlynn cleverly using that space. Back in again, it comes towards him. Beautifully constructed, neatly choreographed, and finished by Neil Gallagher, knocking it over the bar. 15 seconds to go. Referee's looked at his watch. He's going to play at least 3 minutes. It's sheer agony for Mayo and their followers. No county deserves to lose like they have lost. Down injured. It's all over. And Donegal are the All-Ireland champions.
Just the feelings took over, and I ran straight over the hill 16 because they were going absolutely bonkers.
The final whistle was incredible. I mean, it was pure joy.
It's the best feeling in the world ever, to be honest. You know, it's something you dream about all your life. And to be able to share that moment with them is just a really special moment.
We're lucky that Jim was big enough to ask me back. You know, I could have been very easily sitting in the stand singing Jimmy's winning matches, you know. It was just brilliant to be part of it, you know, and so easy could have went another way.
And this trophy, the most famous trophy in Irish sport, is going back to Tyrconnell.
To see Sam Maguire up there and it was all shiny and wanting to just lift it, you know, that was one of the feelings that came over, and finally I got the chance to lift it and see the people of Donegal, I suppose, put up their flags and then cheered on. Was nice.
2012, Michael Murphy from Glenswilly, only 23 years of age, takes the Sam Maguire Cup from Liam O'Neill. Donegal are champions! Champions for the second time, and very, very worthy champions. Celebration time at Croke Park.
Stay with us now. The Westlife Boys are live from Croke Park for their farewell concert after the break.
Named Footballer of the Year. Colin McFadden was the top scorer in 2012, and Donegal went on to win 8 All-Star awards.
The Brennan brothers are back on the road with a new series of At Your Service.
We're not getting the holiday market we should be getting.
There's nothing in the books for during the summer. It would indicate to me that there's very few weddings booked here, which I'd be very surprised at.
Oh, it's all a bit dated.
What's in there? Now, I do have a couple of radical ideas.
There's no way that they understand the amount of work that they have to do to get a wedding.
A new series of At Your Service starts Sunday at 8:30 on RTE1.
My daughter, Caoimhe, suffered from kidney infections. She had grade 5 reflux. She was